Good evening and welcome to the Modern Poetry Minute. I'm your host, Cecil Fineweather Cavendish, and I wish to touch on a subject that I had been pondering on as of late, when the memory of my ex-wives had been resurfacing in my mind for no apparent reason. It is the subject of social and interpersonal cues that we must decipher on this grand adventure and mystery known as life and romance. This subject is touched on ever so brilliantly and eloquently in the track No Limits by G-Eazy and As Soon As Possible, Rocky.
Yeah, fuck with me and get some money, Hey, fuck with me.
This is best explained in the first few lines of the song, which I will now read to you. Goes as such. If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I like her. And if I hit it 3 times, I'm a wifer. Now, what As Soon As Possible Rocky is referring to is the correlation between the number of times he will copulate with a female partner and his level of fondness for said partner. Going by that assumption, we can deduce that if As Soon As Possible Rocky contacts his romantic love interest for a second sexual encounter, he has caught feelings. Furthermore, if he convenes with said partner for a 3rd time, he will indeed pop the question or put the proverbial ring on it. Although I will say this last line was quite surprising to me in the number of times it would have taken Mr. Rocky to marry his aforementioned love interest. For 3 times is certainly a lot less than it would have taken me. But what do I know? I've only been married 4 times, which is definitely more than Mr. Rocky can say for himself. I suppose that's where he gets his name, As Soon As Possible Rocky. But in this case, we will simply defer to the old English adage, to each his own. And that is unfortunately all the time we have left on this segment of the Modern Poetry Minute. I do thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again on the next segment. Once again, I'm your host, Cecil Fineweather Cavendish, and I bid you all a very fond farewell and good night. Thank you.